Hello guys and welcome back to more League on the Force 9's YouTube channel, the Force 9. I just said what my channel is, sorry. Yeah, continuing the Leon save today on from 2015, and today's game we are at home against bottom club Nancy. Our last live commentary, we had a 1-0 victory at home against Lorient. Titi with a 44th minute goal. Wasn't the most convincing of performances with just the one goal, but it was a win nonetheless. But unfortunately it dropped us down to second because Marseille won 6-0 on the same day. In the table now, I believe we're third. So we did drop some points. I played 7 games off screen. A lot of cup games. 4 out of those 7 games needed extra time. And out of those 4 games, 3 went to penalties. I had 3 penalty shootouts in 7 games. So we're going to go through them. Well, not one by one, but I'll go through the cup games first. Actually, no, yeah. I'll go through the cup games first, and then the 2 league games I think I played. I'm struggling to remember. So, here's the results. There you go. So, we'll start off with the Coupe de la Ligue, which we are now out of, unfortunately. In the 4th round, we drew Monaco. That was a draw that was, quite a while ago now. And after 90 minutes, it finished 1-1. Falcao with an early goal for Monaco. Titi got an equaliser in the second half for us. And we had an injury each in injury time as well. So we both played, went down to 10 men at some point. As for the penalties, we won 5-4 on penalties. I believe they took theirs first. And then their last penalty, their 5th penalty, was missed by Gil Diaz. Sam Titi scored the winning penalty to send us through. And then in the following round, we drew Dijon at home. But unfortunately, penalty shootout this time round did not go in our favour. Dijon went ahead in the game. Jeremy Bella scored in the first half, 32 minutes in. Lyon, we did get an equaliser through Ben Yedder about halfway through the second half or so. Dijon also going down to 10 men with a few minutes left of extra time. Tavares went off injured. In the shootout, I believe there were a couple of misses. Gonalon missed. Must be a different. Might be another one I'm thinking of. So yeah, all 5 penalties were scored each, and it went to extra time. Ben Yedder, Gorkov, Tolisso, Titi, and De Jong all scored their penalties, and then those 6 people there scored their penalties. It was Bamba scored the winning penalty. Abdoulaye Bamba. Unfortunately, Gonalon, the captain, missed his penalty, which was pretty bad for him. And we really should have seen this game through. 32 shots in total with 20 on target. And they only had 5. And they stole a victory as far as I'm concerned. We really should have finished them off. And we didn't. Other cup games. So the Coupe de France is also underway. And it's something that I actually want to try and win this season. Because if we have a look at our past 2 seasons. Look at our first season. The very first round that we were in, we drew Marseille and we lost, and we went out at the first hurdle because we drew the best team we could have drawn. Even though, as I keep saying, there were non-league teams in that draw, and we could have had anyone, and we had Marseille. And then last season in the Coupe de France, we beat Laval in the 9th round, beat Nîmes in the 10th round, and then got knocked out on penalties by Brest in the 11th round. So I want to try and progress in this tournament. We're at that stage again, and we drew Nancy in the 11th round, the team that we are facing today in the live com. So in the 9th round we needed penalties yet again, and this time we knocked out Cayenne. They went ahead again. We went behind. Sebastian Fernandez in the 60th minute for Cayenne. We did get an equaliser in the second half again, Arnold and Wemba. And then they had an injury, and then in the shootout they missed their penalty. Valentin missed a penalty. Our scorers, De Jong, Ben Yedder, Jokic and Wemba, and again Titi with a winning penalty. And again, it's the game that we really should have wrapped up before then, because we had 25 shots, but only 2 of those 25 were on target. We missed 18 times, and Sami Khedira went off just after the hour. He had a dreadful game and scored a 5.5. So that was a really annoying performance, but we managed to get through, and we drew Marseille again in the Coupe de France. This time though, we did beat them. And it was by virtue of a Doria own goal. So a bit of retribution there. We went ahead in the 5th minute, Gorkov scoring. And then Marseille equalised just before half-time, Didier Digard. And then Lyon, we went through in extra time. Doria with a 109th minute own goal, which was nice to see. So those are the cup games we played in. As you can also see, we played 3 league games in the end. The first one we were away against Monaco. We faced Monaco twice in the space of a week, and we knocked them out in the shootout. But unfortunately in the league, they beat us 3-2, and it was an own goal that sort of gave us the defeat as well. Clement Grenier scored an own goal, unfortunately. We went 1 ahead. All of the goals came in the second half. Ben Yedder put us ahead on the 47th minute. And Monaco equalised 5 minutes later through Falcao, and then went 2-1 ahead through Valais-Germain on the 63rd minute. We got an equaliser in the 84th minute, Bakary Kone pulling it back to 2-2. But unfortunately, 87th minute I think it was. Yeah, 87th minute, Grenier put it in his own net, and we lost 3-2, which was a shame. The other 2 league games, we had a 3-3 draw away against PSG, which I was a bit annoyed about because we were 2-0 up in this game. We went 3-2 down. Grenier and Ben Yedder were 2 goals before the first half was even 22 minutes played. So only about halfway through the first half, and we were 2-0 up. PSG pulled it back to 2-2 before half time though. David Luiz scoring a penalty on the half-hour mark, and Marek Hamsik equalising in the 44th minute. And then in the second half, PSG went ahead. 65th minute, Cavani scoring to make it 3-2. And then it was the substitute Luc de Jong who got the last equaliser in injury time. He came on for the injured Gorkov and did well. We had a couple of injuries in this game as well. Halilovic also went off with a knock. And we had to bring on Asensio for him, who's been a pretty disappointing player as of late. Started off as a good loan signing, but recently he's had some terrible performances. And Gorkov went off injured as well. I don't think he's actually injured, but De Jong came on for him, and he got the equaliser in the end, so that was good. And then the last league game we played was a nice routine 3-0 win at home against Nantes. Ben Yedder and Gorkov with 2 first half goals, one pretty early and one in the first half injury time. And Dino Halilovic finished him off, making it 3-0. Nantes with only 5 shots, 2 of which were on target. Good routine 3-0 win there. So today's live comment, as I said, is against Nantes. Let's have a look at not the Premier League table. Let's have a look at the Ligue 1 table. Marseille have played 1 game extra, and they're 6 points ahead of us. We're now 3 behind Lille. We dropped a few points, as you saw. We suffered defeat against Monaco, and we drew against PSG. So we have dropped some points, and as a result, Marseille have gone slightly ahead. Lille, if they win today, will go level on points with them, and their goal difference is the same. Our goal difference isn't much further behind, but we are 3 points behind. So I think we do need to try and take points off of Lille and Marseille when we play them later in the season, because they won't drop many points. As you can see, they've only lost 1 game each. So it's going to be very hard for them to drop points unless it's against us. So I think it's us that need to take the points off them. But that's enough talking. I think let's go into today's game. As you can see, the Coupe de la Ligue we're out of now, but the board do not regard that with as much importance as the league, and as with the Champions League and the Coupe de France. We're only expected to get to the last 16 in the Champions League, and we have done that, which is good. And we drawn Dynamo Kiev in the last 16. I think that's a pretty favourable draw. Looking at who else was in the draw that we could have had. Because we won the group in the end. There are a lot of good teams that were runners-up. So Real Madrid was one, and they drew Bayern Munich. So there's some big draws here. I mean, look at Arsenal versus AC Milan, and as I said, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man City, the holders against Atletico Madrid. That's a big draw. Schalke actually did well last season, if I remember as well. They face Man United. I believe Schalke actually were runners-up last season in the Champions League. I'm not certain. Is there any way I could look at that? Yeah, Schalke were runners-up last season in the Champions League, and they only lost to Man City on penalties in the final. So that's a good performance by the German team there. So we're in 3rd place, and a win today, we will still, be very much in the title hunt, but we've just lost a bit of ground in the past few games. So let's go to today's game. We're against bottom of the club Nancy, so this is an expected win here today, really. Let's go to the team selection. There are a few injuries in the team, and people on international duty as well. Kone for this game is suspended, but he needs a rest anyway, apparently. Fakir, I believe, is at the African Cup of Nations, because he's Algerian, isn't he? So yeah, there's going to be some people out on international duty. Fakir Higazi, Gomes, and Hussein's unregistered actually. 8 Benasser unregistered. Yeah, because he's come back from loan, I think. So there's a few people out on international duty at the Cup of Nations. Lacazette, unfortunately, is still injured with his hamstring injury. He's going to be out for at least a couple more weeks. Badimo is also injured. He came back from his previous injury. It was like, what was it, like a hernia or something? Slip disc, that was the one. Which is, yeah, I think that is, isn't it? It's a herniated disc. I think that's what a slip disc is. I'm not sure. He came back, but then he contracted a virus. So that kept him out for another week. So we're missing him today as well. So we haven't got a lot of options, if I'm honest. And it's a January window as well. There's only a week left, and I haven't made any transfers yet. Because I don't really think I need to. Because I'm looking at very much bleeding in some of these youngsters as well. I mean, for example, I don't see a future for Lindsay Rose at the club. So what I've been doing is I played Dylan Mbuni quite a lot recently as like a backup defender. He's come off the bench a fair few times actually because I've had to move Umtiti to left back to compensate for Jokic because Jokic very rarely completes games. He gets substituted a lot. So I put Mbuni on as a centre back and I move Umtiti to left back. Other people have been playing a bit more. Nicolas Aldren's had some substitute appearances. I played Hussein in a cup game. Actually, no, I lie. I don't think I went through Schmitzleisler. That was terrible. I signed this guy from Len, was it? I don't even remember. Yeah, Len, for 3.6 million. He's a young goalkeeper. As you can see, his potential is quite good. I thought it was a lot better than our other backup goalkeeper, who was it Montbella or something. So I decided to have him, just in case we do have a complete cock up with our goalkeepers. Lopez did actually have an injury this season, so Gomez has had to play some league games. Right, so let's pick our team. Then we'll do a quick pick. We'll see what it gives us. So it's going to give us Asensio starting, which I don't want because he's been really bad. So I'm going to drop him to the bench and start Halilovic. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want Montbella starting on the bench either. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop Gonalon into defence and play Tolisso. And then I'm going to filter out the unavailable players quickly because there's a lot of people there that we can't actually use. So we're going to have Mbumbuni on the bench instead of Montbella. And I think we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Well, I'm as happy with that as I can be, really. There's not a lot else I can do. So we'll leave that as it is. I do need to give someone a squad number. That would be goalkeeper Schmidt, however you say his name. What number do you want, buddy? Let's give you number 40. Don't know why. Okay, yep. I can't see nicely picking up a win from anywhere, let alone in form. Do they really think we're in form? We've lost a lot of games recently. Well, not a lot, but a few. Do you know what? I'm going to say that I expect nothing less than a win here today. Hopefully that'll motivate them, and we'll go passionate, and we'll say that there's a lot more to come from these guys. And then after the match, I think, because we're about halfway through the season, I'll do a little, a little team meeting, if you like. Good, my Audacity is still running. Looks like strong wind. It looks like there's been snow on the ground or something, but it's just light wind. We've won a free kick here. Kufo conceding one. He brought down Jokic. I've got a live table there as well, so you can see if we go up or down. Here's Konstantin Nika, the Romanian right back, who has been excellent so far. In fact, Jalé actually wants to leave because he's not getting a lot of first-team football now. And I don't blame him, but it's not really going to be happening. Oh my God, Johan Gorkov, what a goal that was. Wow. That came out of nowhere. Much like RKOs. Okay. I'm happy with that. It's a good start. 12 minutes in, we've got a lead. And it's completely made me forget about what I was saying. Oh, yes. Yeah, Jalé. So Jalé said that he doesn't think he's up to get first team football at the club. So I said, I think I said something about just knuckle down and get on with your job or something like that. I don't know. To be fair to him, he did actually accept it. So usually they say, oh no, that's not good enough, don't try and fob me off. But it actually seems to be going a lot better now. That happened quite a lot in my earlier games, and especially in my earlier saves as well. Like my Lazio save, for example, I had so many unhappy players because I was trying to promise them first team football. It's 2-0. Okay, Ben Yedder's got a goal. That's his 12th. He has really stepped up to the plate since Lacazette's injury. So I had a lot of players that were unhappy because I was trying to fob them off, but that doesn't seem to happen as much anymore, which is a good thing. But then I suppose it does also have something to do with the fact that when you do the interview when you first start your job and you say, my players can come to me with everything, I think that is a reason why... Oh, God. I think that is the reason why you get so many people come to you asking for first team football, because you've made yourself an approachable manager. Jokic has got a knock here, but we'll see if he can carry on. If not, then we can move Umtiti to left back. That's not a huge issue. Let the boys go out there with clear minds. Know what I'm going to say? I'm going to go calm, and things can turn around very quickly. Keep focused. That works well. I'm happy with that reaction. Excellent. We've got a nice 2-0 lead here. Let's hopefully we can extend it. I want to try and get at least 4 goals in this match. We haven't had a lot of big wins, so I'd like one here today. Clement Grenier with the ball. It's deflected away. We're going to throw in here Nika to Halilovic, or Ben Yedder to Halilovic. Bojan Jokic to Grenier. Kadira. Grenier again. Jokic wins it back from the player. Sami Kadira. Jokic again. Tolisso. Halilovic. Have a shot. No. Ben Yedder. Kadira. Grenier to Gorkuf. Ben Yedder. 3-0. Easy. Easy. Alrighty, sorry about the interruption there. Let's have a look at the replay from this. 3-0, Ben Yedder with the rebound. The save from Grenier shot, and Ben Yedder was the first person to do it. He's on a hat-trick now as Wissam Ben Yedder. Don't think he scored one yet. Hopefully we get one here. But they've got a chance here. And ooh, hit the post. That's the first sniff of goal Nancy have had, really. Well, they've had one shot on target, that's it. Now can we counter maybe? I'm not sure. Not sure. It's a very good performance. No, it's against the bottom team, but this has been a convincing performance so far. I'm now going to make that change and take off Jokic. So, who do we have in terms of centre-backs? I think we only have Mbembouni. So, I'll move Umtiti to left-back. And we'll play Mbembouni. He's got experience alongside of McGonagall, so I'm not too fussed about that. And we're 3-0 up. So, I'm going to move it to control, though, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to concede a goal. I want to try and keep a clean sheet. So we'll leave it on control. See if we can get a 4th goal here. Tolisso wins the ball back. Here's Ben Yedder again. On his hat-trick. Can he get one? That was a wasted shot, really. But speculative. Halfway through the second half now. 72 minutes played. Not going to make another change just yet. Or do I want to? No, I'll leave it for a while. But it's going to be a good win here. Nice strong 3-0 win, maybe more. Looks like it's just going to be 3 though. 82 minutes gone. I'm going to make another change now. I'm going to bring on Wemba for Grenier. I'm not going to take off Ben Yedder because he's on a hat-trick and they always moan if I take him off if they're on a hat-trick. I'm going to take off Gorkuf and bring on Asensio for a few minutes. See if he can, try and add something to the game. I doubt he will, though. He's been dreadful as of late. And if he keeps this up, I was going to get him permanently when he started scoring goals. Now he's dried up and he started playing badly. I might think against that. It probably cost a lot of money, to be fair. So, Nika, can he get a ball in here? Can we get a 4th before the end of the game? We want a penalty, so maybe. Injury time just starting, and I think this is this Ben Yedder for his hat-trick? I think it is. Is it number 11? I can't see very well. It is Ben Yedder to score a penalty to get his hat-trick. And he does. Wissam Ben Yedder, the hat-trick hero. 4-0. And that's going to be it, I think. Just going to run down the clock now with injury time. Nice 4-0 win. I'm happy with that. Not long left to play now. Maybe one chance. No, that's it. 4-0. Nice win. that has definitely done wonders for our goal difference. So a very good performance. Very pleased with the result and your performance. Extremely delighted. So that has now put our goal difference to plus 25. Lille won 2-0. So they do go top now. They overtake Marseille on goal difference. So that's good. I'm happy with that. We're very much keeping up with them. We're only 3 points behind, and we can easily take points off them. Well, I say easily. We can take points off them. So I'm pretty happy with how this is going at the moment. We're very much still in the title hunt with 21 games played. So, yeah, I'm pleased. That's a good performance. Let's just have a look at the inbox very quickly, see what we got here. One of the competition's worst defences. Well, yeah. Post-match press conference. Very pleased with Ben Yedder's contribution today. Good feeling when everyone comes together and results. It was a special goal. So we do now have to pay Toulouse a bit of money because he's now scored 10 league goals for us. He only needed to score 1 more and he scored 3 more. So that's 25 appearances now, and I think he's got maybe 14 goals now, something like that. I'm not sure. 3 goals in that, 9.5 rating. Completed every single one of his tackles and 78% of his passes. Nice, excellent performance by Wissam Ben Yedder. Excellent. So, as I said, they were still in 3rd place, but, you know, it's improved our goal difference. And, yeah, as I said, we still have to face Lille and Marseille. What do we have coming up? Let's have a look. I think we are facing Lille very soon, so that could be another live com. So we've got Coupe de France coming up again. We're facing Nancy, and we've got Dynamo Kiev to play. So what I'm thinking of doing, if we face Le Havre, I know it's another kind of unimportant game, but I don't want to focus on Champions League until we get to maybe the semi-finals. And the Coupe de France the same. If we get to the final of the Coupe de France, then I'll definitely do a live com on it. So I think my next live com will be Le Havre, and then after that will be Lille. And then depending on what we finish, depending on what competitions we're still in, the last league games will be Lille, and then the double live com against Lorient and Monaco, and that will be it. There's more than that though. Where's Evian? Evian aren't there. Okay, there are more. So Lille, and then I would definitely do a double live com at the end because I've been doing those. That's kind of not really a tradition, but it's something I want to try and actually do for the future. So, mind you, by then we might have already won the title. Probably not, but we've got Lille and Marseille here, so I'll definitely do the Lille game because they are top at the moment, and I imagine they will be when we actually get to that game. And then after that, well, I'll see where we go. We might have some Champions League games to play, so I might do one of these games in the middle here. And then finish the series with a double live com, or finish the season rather. Whether we're carrying after that, I don't know, because ultimately the goal of any save would be to win the Champions League, wouldn't it? Or at least to win the league and the cup, with the league and European double. I think is the goal of any save, really, no matter how long it takes, even if you're going down to like a lower league team. But yeah, I think that's enough for today. I think it's going to be quite a long video because I've been recording for about 28 minutes. Some of it will be cut as well because of the interruption, but, well, it's not too long a video. If they're under half an hour, that's okay. I usually like to keep them about 20 minutes. But that's going to do it for today. We could still finish bottom, which is not going to happen. This is possible finish 1st to 20th. We've still got the Champions League to contest. As I said, we're in the last 16. And we're still in the Coupe de France. And I want to try and do well in that tournament this season. It's something that I've kind of disappointed myself in, really, because we went out in the first hurdle in the first season and the 11th round in the second season, so I want to try and get a bit further and see how we can do in that tournament. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.